BOSS Racing.
Hey everybody, it's the night before our Streets of Willow track day with SlipAngle. We're going to be bringing the Supra over here, and I just wanted to show you how packing up the Supra looks like and what it takes and what I bring, because a lot of people are always surprised about how much stuff I bring. You can see my garage is filled to the brim, so it's not that easy to move around here with two cars. So let's get this EG out of the way and start packing. On second thought, I'm way too lazy to move the EG, so I'm just gonna do it here, which is gonna be way more funky and dumb, but okay, fine, let's do it. All right, so the first order of business is I gotta put these very high-tech tools so that my beautiful RS Future wing does not hit this very odd like lowered ceiling. I don't even know what it is. This house was made very oddly. Boom. High-tech NASA grade bungee straps to keep my wing from touching this whatever that is. So if you look in my trunk, I have the incredible anti-gravity battery, so light, 18 pounds versus, was it 60 pounds OEM? Insane. Also, if you ever want some anti-gravity batteries, I'll link a affiliate code down below, and you can have this at 10% off. I know 10% is not a lot, but it's better than nothing. Basically, what we have to do is put a little cover over all this so none of the little intricate wires get tweaked, and we're going to use the OEM cover that came with the car. So before I add my toolbox, fuel canisters, jacks, whatever, I'm actually going to install my camera onto the roll bar. All right, so this is it. This is the Sony ZV-E10, and this is what I use mounted to my roll bar. Most of the time on my in-car setups, or my in-car videos, you see POV from Boss Vision, which is a product that I sell, where it keeps the GoPro and the lens like kind of about an inch away, typically, from your eye line. That's what I like to show on the track because it's a way cooler POV, but I do this as a safety because sometimes it's also kind of nice to have a like shot from the roll cage. Something cool about this setup is I'm using what's called a Cine Lock. It's probably not going to focus to that, but Cine Lock. This is what camera assistants use in the film industry to mount all types of stuff to the camera. You can mount to 1/4 20, 3/8 16th, and you can put like arms and stuff and whatnot, but I use this to mount directly to the top bar of my roll bar, just so that it's like a quick release. You could see that the you could see that there's a quick release action here, and it basically slides in here, and once it's engaged, it's rock solid. So yeah, I'm going to show you how that is. Another piece of the puzzle is this carbon fiber rod, and for car rigging and stuff, grips in the film industry usually use what's called a 5/8 rigging kit. I didn't want to buy all that, so I 3D printed these little, I don't even know what you call them. They're like little clamps that clamp onto these 3D printed roll bar clamps that I made. And it makes this whole thing work really well. It makes it really rigid. So we're in the trunk of the Supra, which is a normal sight. You'll see me back here a lot. But before I get going on mounting this thing, which I think I have to bring the camera a little closer, I just wanted to give a shout out to this awesome little multi-bit tool, I guess. It's from Wera. Incredibly high quality stuff. It comes with like a little speed wrench that I could use on all these little little screws that I have for my mounting. It's so high quality. It's so small too. You can really get in there and get to all the hard to reach places, but it has so many things on here. I'm not sponsored by Wera. I wish I was sponsored by Wera. That would be pretty sweet. But pick yourself up one of these. This is pretty rad. I use it. I don't want to say every day because I don't use it every day, but I use it a lot. I think this is the most used thing in my garage. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how this works. Super easy. You just slide the camera in, engage that little quick release, and now it's pretty solid already. However, if you only mounted it here, it'd be too wiggly. So what we're going to do is we're going to triangulate it with this rod, and it's going to be rock solid. So now the camera's supported by the City Lock and this carbon fiber rod that's screwed into the camera cage, and this handy dandy 3D printed roll bar mount that I have. So now, you know, you have 2 points of contact, really rigid now. This is not gonna move. So if you're filming with something kind of like this, with only 1 point of contact, and you're noticing a lot of shake in your image, and you're wondering like, dang, like I had one really solid mount, what's going on? You probably have to add another mount just so that it stops the shake. So if it's just at the top, there's a chance that you can have some rocking this way. Maybe not this way, but this way. So you have to stabilize that. And the way I did that is with this carbon fiber rod, and it's working really good. So yeah, that's a tip for you. All this stuff is so extra, and the only reason that I go this hard on the camera and audio setup is because my day job is I work in the film industry, and I already had this skill set, so I figured why not merge my love for motorsport and film together so that I have higher quality content. I'm hoping that you guys have noticed that my content stands out in that aspect. But yeah, I do it because I love to do it. I don't do it to show off or anything. And I'm happy to help anybody who has questions about it, because I know that a bunch of gear is kind of scary, and the fact of the matter is I had a lot of access to this stuff, so it came a lot easier as opposed to someone who maybe has to buy all this stuff from scratch. So just in the comments, just let me know what you want to see in terms of setting up your cameras and capturing content this way. I'll be happy to help. So now that all that camera nerd stuff is done, here comes the annoying part. I have to Tetris this entire car. I should not say that this is annoying. I actually get a lot of satisfaction from packing this car like super tight. Whatever. Take a ride with me. Let's do it. All right. So these have been pre-filled with E50. A lot of people think like that it's hard to pre-mix and it's annoying. It's like the easiest thing in the world. E50 is 50% ethanol to regular gas. So I put 2.5 gallons of E85, 2.5 gallons of 91, E50. Easy. Jug number, ow. That was the first time I've hit my shin on my diffuser. That hurt. Torque wrench, can't forget that. If you don't torque your lug nuts, bad things will happen. First level of the toolbox. These are these really cool Husky toolboxes. They're like the poor man's Milwaukee packouts. I bought these a long time ago, and they've done really well. They've held up to crazy rain at Chuckwalla. They've held up to 100+ degrees track days at Willow Springs. These things are pretty good. I'd recommend them. All right, the second one goes on top of the first one. And finally, the top. Easy. I think that's pretty good. All right, toolbox is in. We got our torque wrench. Aha! This is what we need. This is what we're missing. The Milwaukee tire inflator. Wouldn't quite recommend this inflator for a track day because it's pretty slow. You're gonna want to get the bigger one that takes what is it, the M16 batteries, way faster. This takes forever. But pro tip, if you're at Streets of Willow, there's a tire shop near the entrance by Big Willow, and they have a hose and it fills up your tires super quick. So you don't really have to bring this, but end of day, always fill up your tires. Don't be an idiot like me and run home thinking that you have like 35 PSI, because that's hot temp. When it cools down, it's gonna turn it to like something like 20 something, and you're gonna be really deflated. Not good. Jack stands. And you can't forget about your jack. This one is a 1.5 ton Pittsburgh that I got from Harbor Freight a very long time ago, and it's still kicking. It's still doing really well. I will say I might be on the ragged edge of the limits of this thing now, because it looks pretty bad and I don't service it. So if you're watching this, I recommend read the manual and service it. Regular water, distilled water. Distilled water for if you are leaking coolant and you just don't have any coolant around. But I also bring regular coolant and my Liqui-Moly 5W30. This is what I use on the Supra all the time. I just bring a bunch of it because you never know if you're gonna need it. I should hope you won't need it, because ideally you do track prep and you change your oil, right? Right? Got your Castrol SRF. This is really good. Brake fluid. What else? I got my waterless car wash in here. It's this stuff. I don't know what this stuff is. No rinse, wash and shine. I have no idea why I bought this or when I bought this, but it works really well. Invisible glass, because you want a clean windshield. My windshield is super pitted, so when the sun hits it just right, I can't see anything, so very good. Some quick detailer, which I won't be using. Yes, you cannot have a track day without the daily driver. You cannot leave without this. Razor scooter. Who are the millennials? Raise your hands. But here's the, okay. You're not, I don't even know if you're ready for this. I'm gonna show you. Sharper Image. OG. Before Razor started selling like direct to customers, they sold through the Sharper Image. When this came to America, and I cried and screamed, and my parents got me one, and they definitely shouldn't have, because I was a little brat. Shout out to my mom and dad for getting me the Sharper Image Razor scooter, which is in pristine condition, by the way. Some of these kids, they really ruined theirs, but mine, this baby's still good. Can't forget your pad for when you are kneeling down on the ground. You've got to save your knees or else you're gonna wreck them. I'm an idiot, and whenever I have this, I never use it. I just put my knees straight to the ground and it hurts. But I always have this on me. And it would not be a track day without a proper seat. It's a nice little camping chair. Hannah's parents got me a really nice camping chair. Ow! Hannah's parents actually got me a really nice camping chair with shocks, and it's so comfortable. The first time I've ever seen it was on set. I saw a sound mixer who was on one, and he looked so comfortable. I was like, I gotta get me one of those. And that was like in 2015, and only until 2023 were my my hopes and dreams realized. Shout out to Hannah's mom and dad for getting that for me. Where was I going with this? Oh yes, I can bring it with me, but it's always so annoying because it actually doesn't collapse as nice as this. So I'm bringing this instead, and I'm gonna be thinking about the nice one when I'm at the track. You cannot forget the towels. All right. These are pretty important to have because you never know if you're going to have a spill or if you're going to wipe down your windshield and whatnot. So just carry a few towels. I think that's it for the back. Right? I think so. Yes. All right. But we're not done. I have to take you over to the passenger side because I load that up with like my helmet, my new Milwaukee blower, which I'm really stoked about. So yeah, let me bring you over there. Okay, this is gonna be super annoying. Okay, how do I do this? I'm too lazy to move the EG, so fuck. Oh god. Okay. I should have moved the EG. Can't forget about the racing shoes and the neck restraint. I use a Next Gen. I liked it because you can modify how much movement your head has. And it didn't feel as restrictive as some other ones where my head positioning was kind of weird. And this bad boy. What the hell? This is what I'm most excited about. Milwaukee M18 Blower. I literally have no idea why I got this. And it's not that helpful on track. I'm literally only blowing leaves and blowing brake dust out of my friends' wheels. That is literally all this. Maybe when you go off, this takes off some of the dust and stuff. I have no idea why I got this. But who cares? All right, let's check out the fruits of our labor here, huh? We got 2 gas canisters of E50 in the trunk and 1 in the passenger seat. I got my 3 levels, my toolkit, got my fluids, water, inflator over here, some jack stands, my jack, my torque wrench, my trusty Razor scooter. We got my helmet, my shoes, my neck restraint, the other E50 jug, and the trusty Milwaukee blower, which we have no idea why we have that. So we're done, all packed up and ready to go. The only things that I need to pack up and charge are camera batteries. I'm gonna bring my laptop and for data. I'm gonna bring my laptop for data. I have to bring my lap timer, my AIM Solo 2DL. And that's it. Maybe a little cooler with some drinks and some snacks and stuff, but that's pretty much it. This is a disclaimer for all of you that are watching this and are thinking to themselves, oh my God, I don't bring that much stuff. I'm not prepared. You don't need a lot of this stuff. And if you're at the track with me, I'm gonna have it so you can use it. But you don't need all this stuff. In fact, some people might say that this is kind of weighing you down on a track day, because now you're focused on bringing a bunch of gear and whatnot instead of driving. But it's more peace of mind for me. I have all the stuff that I need to make small adjustments to the car, and hopefully have enough stuff that if something happens, I have enough tools to fix it. That happened at Grid Life when my charge pipe blew out, but there's nothing I could do to actually fix that one. But yeah, pretty much packed up. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Boss Racing.